Bauhaus, 1919. The complete building is the final aim of the visual arts. Their noblest function was once the creation of buildings. Today they exist in solution, from which they all can be rescued only through the cautious, cooperative effort of all craftsmen. Architects, painters, and sculptors must recognize anew the composite character of a building.
Dada Manifesto, 1916. An international word, just a word, and the word of movement, very easy to understand, quite terribly simple. To make of it an artistic tendency must mean that one is anticipating complications. Dada psychology, Dada Germany come indigestion and folk paroxysm, Dada literature, Dada bourgeois, and yourselves, honored poets.
Dogme 1995. 1. Shooting must be performed on location, without providing props or sets that don't logically exist within that setting. 2. The generic sound only. Sounds must never be produced, such as music that does not exist within the scene. 3. All shots must be handheld. Movement, immobility, and stability.
Universal Declaration of Human Rights, 1862. Article 1. All human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. They are endowed with reason and conscience and should act towards one another in a spirit of brotherhood. Article 2. Everyone is entitled to all the rights and freedoms set forth in this declaration, without distinction of any.
Iron Curtain Speech, 1946. To give security to these countless homes, they must be shielded from the two giant marauders, war and tyranny. We all know the frightful disturbance in which the ordinary family is plunged, when the curse of war swoops down upon the breadwinner and those for whom he works and contrives. The awful ruin of Europe, with all its vanished glories, and of large parts of Asia glares us in the eyes. When it designed
Nightingale Manifesto. I solemnly pledge myself before God, and in the presence of this assembly, to pass my life in purity, and to practice my profession faithfully. I will abstain from whatever is deleterious and mischievous, and will not take or knowingly administer any harmful drug. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession.
Declaration of the Rights of Women and the Female Citizen, 1791. Woman is born free and lives equal to man in her rights. Social distinctions can be based only on the common utility. The purpose of any political association is the conservation of the natural and imprescriptible right.
Cyborg Manifesto, 1985. Cyborg is a creature in the post-gender world. It has no truck with bisexuality, pre-Oedipal symbiosis, unalienated labor, or other seductions to organic wholeness through the final appropriation of all the powers of the parts into the higher unity. In a sense, the cyborg has no origin story in the Western sense. The final irony, since the cyborg is also the awful, apocalyptic tellers of the West's escalating dominations of abstract individuation, the ultimate self.
Stonewall, 1969. We are the Stonewall girls. We wear our hair in curls. We wear no underwear. We show our pubic hair. We wear our dungarees above our nearly knees.
We choose go to the moon, 1962. But why, some say, the moon? Why choose this as our goal? And they may well ask why climb the highest mountain? Why, 35 years ago, fly the Atlantic? Why does Rice play Texas? We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things.
Futuristic Manifesto 1909. We want to sing the love of danger, the habit of energy and the temerity. Courage, audacity, rebellion will be essential elements of our poetry. Up to now, literature has extolled pensive stillness, ecstasy, and sleep. We want to enhance the aggressive movement, the feverish insomnia, the running.
Symbolist Manifesto, 1886. As with all arts, literature involves a cyclical evolution with strictly determined returns, and which become more complicated of various modification brought by the step of time and the confusion of cycles. It would be superfluous to point out that every new progressive stage of art corresponds exactly to senile degeneration, as the electable